I like the
So goddamn tired.
I really like the bush thing.
The flag?
The flag. That's the word.
I've had that for a very, very long time.
Have you really?
Yeah.
What was that?
Balance the colors.
Does my white skin tone offset it?
Yes, you're
We're all pretty white.
very. Didn't realize how pale I was until I was outside on Sunday.
Did you
in
get a
the
little sun?
No, not really. But I just was like, wow.
You got some hairy arms, though.
Shockingly Caucasian.
It was
Yeah,
nice.
I do.
When you guys went into the garage, I just like sat out there with the sun beating down on me, and I was like, yes.
Just away from the group.
Yeah.
Just
They all went into the garage to talk
isolating
about
herself.
motorcycles.
Hell yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to sit here on the patio while it's sunny out, because it was like raining on and off on Sunday. And it was like this perfect sunny moment where there was like a breeze. And I was like, and then they all get up and go in the garage. And I'm like, what the hell?
could have followed us.
No,
only,
I
like,
was not going to follow you.
15 feet away.
I was literally sitting enjoying the sun.
Yeah. So before we go any farther, you're going to need to sign this, please.
Yes.
Oh,
It is-
am I on the gray area?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a requirement.
Yeah. Before the lawyers get really mad.
Can
at
I
us.
read it out loud?
If you want to. I mean, it's
What?
you should probably.
Nobody else has ever actually read
Yeah,
it. They just
literally.
sign it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mike did a thumbprint in blood.
Oh, did
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know what's in it.
he? Would you like me to read it for you?
The
Please do.
lawyers just sent it
I
over
feel like
and told me
Jamie
to
put
make people
all-
sign.
Like okay. The Gray Area Podcast non-disclosure agreement. Welcome to the Gray Area Podcast, where our conversations are sure to get canceled. To ensure everything you do on here stays safe and secure till we need it for blackmail, we ask that you read the bullet points below and sign the dotted line. The definition of confidential information.
Like
Everything
giving away
you
our legal secrets right now.
It's true.
should I not?
I mean, you can, I guess. So, yeah, you've already gone this far. I mean, the lawyers are going to be fucking pissed.
Everything you say and do off camera, Mike, is confidential until we need to use it against you. Obligations. You agree to share all deep, dark secrets and embarrassing moments regardless of the effect it has on your personal or professional life.
It's true.
What is that word?
What?
What's that word?
Non-disparagement.
Oh, that is not how my brain read that. Non-disparagement. You promise to never sully the name of the Gray Area Podcast regardless of how much shit we talk about you on the next episode. Jurisdiction. If, heaven forbid, any disputes take place, just know you are wrong and we'll hear from our outrageously overpaid team of lawyers. Also, we can creatively edit you to make you sound wrong and a little bit crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
Sinister.
It's true. I didn't write this. This came from the lawyers.
All right, where's my pen?
Behind you in the coffee cup. Well, just take the whole thing with you.
Oh, dude! Look at
No mic hits on the gray area.
What?
You threw the headset. You slapped the mic.
I did?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, shit, sorry. There you go.
Rookies.
What's today? May 1st.
May 1st. It's almost Star Wars Day.
It is.
It is. I wrote on, our calendar in our kitchen. Like, I have, a whiteboard calendar. On the 4th, I wrote Star Wars Day.
Star Wars
You
Day.
guys been watching The Bad Batch?
No.
No.
No. All right.
There you go.
Is
Gray
that
area
a new
team.
one?
Yeah, it's like one of their cartoons.
Oh,
It's pretty
check
solid.
it out.
It's a little bit dark.
All right. Well, now that we got that out of the way.
Thank God. It's always the most awkward.
Get ready. Fight!
I'm just gonna start shooting anabolic steroids into it and see what happens. See if I can make my own werewolf.
What the fuck are we listening to? It's the Gray Area Podcast.
It's always the most awkward part of the whole.
Wow.
Well, that's actually the most awkward part of the whole
Wow.
thing is when she's making noise. But
Wow.
I ripped my bracelet off and putting it in here. Here you go. You can have that.
Just passing out business cards?
All right.
What is this?
That's our friend's property in Belize that we stay at.
I'm calling this every day. I'm
You should.
plastering this everywhere.
You should
Okay.
show it to the
No.
everybody. Call this number.
Okay. So
None of these are real words. Not.
Well, it's in another language, isn't it?
La Vida Perezosa, K. Cocker.
K. Hawker.
That's the island.
That's my old stage name.
That'd be a good alias.
K. Hawker.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking made up bullshit phone number is that?
Fiddle with this the whole time it's on the table.
All right. So what are we talking about today?
What aren't we talking about today is the real question.
I have no idea.
Well, we had to pivot because Magic Johnson bailed on us.
Yeah, I was kind of pissed about that.
Yeah.
But like I said, the AIDS stuff didn't go over well with his advisors.
Yeah, he didn't like
so
that.
He was going to promote some new medication.
Oh. Okay. Was this on a recent episode that I missed?
It was supposed to be today.
Yeah.
So you were the backup.
Yep.
So-
We booked you instead.
Yeah.
Lame. I'm pretty lame.
Sometimes you got to pivot.
I'm not as cool as Magic Johnson.
Hell no, you're not.
No.
No. May 1st is also International Be Mean to Lydia Day. So we are going to be in full swing. So yeah.
Perfect. I'm ready.
The Madge bailed. He's out. So
Yeah.
not
Kind of
even
figured. I kind of saw it coming.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
Basketball's a boring sport anyways. Ovechkin next week. Alexander Ovechkin.
That would be really good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Promoting Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So he has some strong feelings on that, some strong points.
Sure he
So
does. It'd probably be very hard to understand.
maybe.
On top of the accent and he's like missing a lot of teeth.
Yeah. And he's old now. Gray hair.
Yeah.
So that's it.
That's it.
We're rolling.
That's it.
All right.
We're rolling. So the first thing I want to talk about is you guys have heard of those like Amazon stores?
Yeah, like Stay Fresh or
No, like the no checkout stores.
yeah,
where
where it's like they sell like vegetables and carrots and peas
yeah, they
and
sell like
shit.
everything. I guess it's like
Yeah.
a grocery store, but like you go in there, and like there's nobody that's checking you out. Like you just grab the stuff off the shelf and walk out.
Really?
Yeah, so they have like a handful of these all over the country, and they touted them as like this super advanced thing, and like the whole thing was allegedly run by this AI that uses all these different cameras and scanners and stuff, and like knows what you take off the shelf, how much you take off the shelf, like who you are, and just charges your
Amazon account?
Amazon account for it. It was like they're supposed to be like the future of
Shopping.
grocery shopping or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they are switching gears. They're not going to do it anymore
I wonder why.
because this advanced AI was actually just 1,000 guys in India behind computer screens watching cameras.
I wish
And
it would-
apparently they were absolutely losing their ass on it.
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, no shit.
Actually, there's one up in like Bolingbrook or something. I saw.
Is
Wanted to
there?
stop
Really?
at it. Yeah, but I didn't have an Amazon account, so
Hmm.
Huh.
I mean, I would go just to see what it's like.
I think they should put them exclusively in downtown Los Angeles. See how that goes over.
I mean, that's what they already do anyways.
Yeah, exactly.
right. I was
So
gonna say.
just run in and take everything. Nah, but I guess so. They're gonna go to like everything will have like an RFID like scanner on it.
Mm.
So like you'll have to do that, and then supposedly there's gonna be like something with like palm scanners.
Nice.
Like you'll have to like scan your palm when you go in.
What? Sorry, I was
Yeah.
yawning. I'm trying not to make noise while yawning.
I don't
okay.
know.
Scan your palm.
I don't know. They didn't have like a lot of information about like what they're switching to besides that like there'll be like like an RFID on each product that's like on the shelf. So like when you pull it off the shelf, it'll like scan that RFID. But like supposedly for it to know who you are when you come in the store, like you're going to have to like put your hand on like a palm scanner.
Can't wait for somebody to have a satchel of severed palms.
Yeah, right?
Just slap them
Yeah.
on there. and-
Right.
It's just like everybody like on their row of apartments.
I feel like wouldn't it make more sense, and this just is me thinking, wouldn't it make more sense to have like a card for these grocery stores on your phones that like hooks up to your Amazon account, and like, you know, now all you have to do is tap your phone. It's like you walk in and you're like tapping your ID.
But the problem is when you do that, you're relying on the truthfulness of people. And like, what's to stop somebody from just walking in the store, grabbing the stuff off the shelf, and just leaving without scanning it with their phone? You know,
No, what I'm saying is to walk in instead of scanning your palm.
Yeah, but what if somebody stole your phone?
It's like everything else. There's cards on your phone. There's like whatever. What's
Yeah,
the difference?
But I'm saying like the reason they can't do that is because like what if somebody steals your phone and then walks into
why
the
do I
Amazon
want to
store?
give Amazon my whole palm like fingerprints?
Because eventually it's going to be the United States of Amazon.
I suppose. But like what? Why wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. They're just trying. I think they're trying to push the envelope farther and farther to just like
Run more stuff out of business.
businesses that are like run with no people.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. Well, it's like, okay, so if a married couple has a joint Amazon account, that means both people have to get their palms to go grocery shopping. Like
I have
like
no idea.
that seems silly. It's like just have your Amazon account like hooked up to your phone where you like scan a barcode like this is me,
Mhm.
and then every time you pick up the RFID stuff off the thing,
It charges your.
it goes
account.
to your account.
I think it should just be a retinal scan.
I just don't understand the point of it.
Yeah, I don't either.
I think it's just I really think Jeff Bezos doesn't like people.
Just trying to make everybody homeless.
Yeah,
No
I
work.
think that's what it is.
I mean, like you can already have contactless delivery groceries.
Yeah, but that requires somebody to pull that order of groceries and bring it out to somebody.
Yeah, like
He doesn't want that. He either wants it to like be you going in and doing it while he makes the money off of you, or like a robot.
I don't know. The robot thing really freaks me out.
But everything still costs the same amount of money there.
I have no idea. I would assume so.
Because like Aldi's whole thing is they have low prices because they
Mm.
don't have that many workers, but it's still the same fucking price as everything else for the
Yeah, I
most
don't know.
part. So
I
don't
think
get the
it's
point.
I
I
think
like-
it's like mostly like a kind of like a nostalgia thing, like, or not like nostalgia, but like it's like ooh, look how
Futuristic.
super futuristic and advanced this is.
Yeah.
Like it's a grocery store with no employees.
I mean, I get like, okay, right. He started at Amazon. Amazon is like now
Like almost
It's
a
like the
$1
norm.
trillion
Right.
corporation.
but it's like the norm, right? Like you can get anything you absolutely want, no matter what, off Amazon. And so it's like the norm now. It's like, so he's trying to create something else that will eventually be the norm.
Yeah.
Well, I think the main reason is probably because of how profitable it would be. I mean, think about it. You have an entire store where it's like the only overhead you have is just the product in it. You're not paying
Who's going to stock the shelves?
anybody to do anything.
Who's going to stock the shelves?
I don't know, probably robots.
You might as well just have it be self checkout at that point.
Right.
Instead of just
But the
this-
problem is, and this brings me to my next part of this, is I don't know if any of you have heard of Walmart Premium. So
No.
Walmart, like for the most part, went exclusively to like self-checkout.
Yeah.
And they lost like fucking $300 million or something like that because it's Walmart. Most of the people going in there are morally sketchy to begin with.
Correct.
Yeah.
And they just like they would scan like a quarter of their shit or less and leave.
Yeah.
And now they're coming out with Walmart Premium, from what I've heard, and like you have to have Walmart Premium to use the self checkout. So you pay a yearly subscription for the right to use for you to do their job.
Yeah, that's not gonna work either.
Yeah.
It's gonna get to the point where people get fed up with all this shit.
Yeah.
I
all
think
of it.
Walmart's on the downtrend. I think Amazon's finally going to take them down or
Yeah.
buy them.
I don't think they ever buy it.
You don't think so?
No, they could already open their own department stores.
But why not?
I mean, it's failing. It already has a reputation for being just the worst.
Yeah, it's not great.
I just don't like, why do we want to move away from having people? Like, I just, that still boggles my mind.
It keeps costs low.
Yeah. Yep.
How many people per store and how many hourly wages? You know,
Yeah.
if you can cut that out from every business that you own,
Yeah.
hundreds and millions a year, like more than that probably.
Easily.
I guess.
But
I
just,
don't know.
just
Wants more and more money. And that's the way to do it.
yeah, but they don't know what people are gonna do for jobs in the future. They already have fucking self-driving semis.
Right.
Yeah.
You can cut that shit out, you know, and then
Yep.
cut out grocery store workers and
Mhm.
then
All the
Whatever
stuff that
else.
AI is going to change.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, it's like, I mean, there already is no more middle class, but like,
Yeah.
then it takes it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll just be the poor and then the like 1%.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Andrew Yang ran on. He's like, what are we going to do for jobs in like 20 years if this shit keeps advancing? And everyone's like, get out. Not that he
Yeah.
should have stayed or anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
he was the only one that ever talked about that.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
It is true.
I mean, the Amazon warehouses are already pretty close to like almost like self-sufficient without people in it. Like the way those like places work is like unbelievable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nuts.
I've watched videos of it and it's just like super creepy.
I just can't believe they never busted it up before. Like, trust busted. I mean, they have a monopoly on all of it, but
too powerful.
I'm just not a fan.
They've all let those types of like corporations and businesses get too powerful to do that. There's no way.
yeah, I mean, when corporations are writing the laws of a country
Yeah.
through lobbying, there is a small problem.
Yeah. You're
but-
talking about the like second richest guy in the entire world.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny that they were like, yeah, it's this super advanced AI, state of the art.
And then it was a
And
bunch
it's
of.
just a fucking call center in India.
This is everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. They try to pinch costs wherever. Like, even Walmart's, they took out all the tile so they don't have to polish it.
Yeah.
Now it's just concrete
Yeah.
floors. It's like Soviet Russia. It's
Yeah, it's
wild.
why I
It's
refuse.
Yeah.
just fucking wild. Because when they remodeled the one that I shop at, and I asked one of the people one day, I'm like, when are they gonna like finish this up? Like, oh no, they're done. They just don't want to
They're
polish
done.
because they have to polish it every
Yeah.
night. And they're like, well, if they just rip it up, you don't have to. They don't even unload the fucking pallets anymore. They just throw them in the walkway.
I've seen that in some videos of like Dollar Trees and shit like
Yeah,
that.
they're starting to do that type of shit. It's a fucking nightmare. They're
Yeah.
all supposed to be laid out the same, and it's hell. It's absolute hell.
Interesting.
And it's like every fucking like KFC no longer has color. It's just gray. McDonald's is
Yeah.
now gray.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah.
What do you mean gray?
McDonald's used to
Like
be
the
like all
inside of their.
the outside and the inside. It used to be McDonald's was red and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all gray now. KFC used to be, or Taco Bell. I'm sorry, Taco Bell used to be. I don't know,
It's like
blue,
blue and like teal and
yeah, like all sorts of goofy shit. Now it's just black and gray and white.
yeah.
They don't have,
Wow.
and I think there's another one too, but I can't.
Interesting.
Remember
I
what it
guess I
is.
haven't
Yeah.
even thought about that.
But yeah, that's like modern. They just took
Yeah.
the color out of everything. Like the more you just like look around,
It's
like
depressing.
it's just like Soviet fucking Russia. You go up to the cities, you got these nasty ass fucking bland houses. They all look the same, like the fucking neighborhood from Harry Potter where he grows up. You know, you got these nasty
In the city?
Well, just anywhere. Like these fucking, they buy a field and they just turn it into a development.
Got it. A
it's like a
development
big-
where
I
they
don't
all
know.
look the same.
I don't know what
Got
those
it.
are called, but those.
Like a subdivision.
Yeah.
But like I grew up in a subdivision, but it wasn't that. Every house was different and designed
Yeah.
by somebody
No,
and
not
built.
anymore.
Now it's just built by these fucking companies, and
Well,
you
yeah.
have 6 plans to choose from, and
Yeah.
it's just the same shit everywhere you look.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Especially the ones in the back too. Sometimes they'll like move the porch from one side to the other depending on if you buy model A, B, or C. But the back of them are just completely flat.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
So my friend just bought like a house that they're building out by you in
Okay.
one of those neighborhoods. And when they were telling, like, we were asking him this weekend, like, they were telling us about all of it because Joe absolutely hates those. Like, there's a neighborhood that we drive by and like the houses are so close together and it's so depressing. They're like
Yeah.
little boxes.
Yeah.
But we were asking, our friend was telling us about it and sorry, and she was like, no, like when we bought our lot and we bought the house, like when we went through stuff, like we had to pick all of the options and stuff that we had to pick had to be different. We couldn't look like a house within 3 houses of us.
Right. And they think that doesn't fix it though, because it still feels the same.
Yeah.
Then it's just like some liminal horse shit where it's just like driving down the
But
streets.
hers
Like,
are like they're on a half an acre, so at least they're not like all right next to each
Yeah.
other. It's a little bit better.
and
Yeah.
you throw in an HOA with that too, and it's just
That's the
game
wildest
over.
thing to
Just
me.
game over.
Yeah.
I know,
Um,
but like I totally get what you're saying, but like when you're looking for houses and there's nothing out there, sometimes it's just easier, like when you're trying to start a family, to be in a neighborhood where there's going to be other young people like that with a neighbor. Like, so people choose it
Right.
for
Yeah.
different reasons.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
we had neighborhoods for the last, 1,000 years, and it was
More than that.
fine.
Yeah, but nobody's building houses or anything like that
No,
anymore.
because it's too expensive. Because every time a single mother tries to buy a house, BlackRock swoops in and pays like $20,000
Yeah.
more.
Please buy this house for
That's a fucking
450
nightmare
grand.
too. There's a
Yeah.
corporation that owns like
It's scary.
It's like an incredible amount of the
Mhm.
houses in this country.
Yeah.
They
They're
buy
in
them for a
of
lot.
businesses too.
That's why, dude, a fucking regular house is like $500,000 right now. Rent is like $1,700 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what we're supposed to do.
BlackRock is scary.
And again, RFK Jr. He's the only one that's ever talked about them.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like
What's
these-
BlackRock?
he should
I don't know
probably
what
stop
that is.
doing that.
Yeah, no, he's the whole Kennedy family got
Yeah.
fucking whacked for saying things out of line.
BlackRock is like this company that like they're like that. They buy up fucking houses all over the country nonstop, so that like nobody else can buy them. They're like majority shareholders in like basically every company. Like if you look at any company
What do they
that's
do with that
publicly
house?
traded,
Sell it for a lot more.
yeah,
Mm.
BlackRock is like in like part of their shareholders. It's just like this just like huge shell corporation that's in everything.
Yeah, it like all like leads back to like how like we were talking before with Mike about how like Snickers is owned by Mars, who's owned by I don't know Heinz, who's whatever. Just
And you
it
keep
just all
going.
keeps going back
Mhm.
to this thing.
And then you'll get to BlackRock.
Let's see if I can get some numbers here.
So, BlackRock is the cabal
One of
Black,
them.
or the Illuminati.
I don't know about the Illuminati, but it's definitely one of the like it might have like ties to the Illuminati. I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, so they don't own houses,
But they buy 'em and resell 'em,
They
right?
invest in companies that own
Yeah.
houses. They own 6.7% of all the homes in America
Yeah.
that are for rent.
Yeah.
So that's why rent is so fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
Got
And that
it.
like that doesn't sound like a lot because like you say 6.4%. But like there's
Yeah.
what? How many
right.
hundreds of millions of homes in the country?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. It's
good.
wild.
It's not good.
It's like the thing that we were talking about this morning that was kind of related to work, the thing that got
Yeah.
They bought everything
Mm-hmm.
in multiple states and then they just couldn't stop it because they had so much money,
Yeah.
and it was just going to eventually own all of it
Yeah.
or just have a soul and sell it. But yeah, once you get enough money, you can just you're unstoppable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're just doing what Carnegie did with like steel
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff. And he was steel,
Just
right?
kept buying them all out.
And who's the old guy? Morgan? No, that was
JP
banker.
or JP Morgan. He was the bank guy.
Yeah, who's the oil guy? Why am I blanking on this?
The oil guy?
Yeah.
Rothschild?
No.
Oil guy.
Yeah, there was like the railroads, the banks, the steel.
Well, railroads was JP Morgan.
That was Vanderbilt.
I thought JP Morgan was railroads too.
No, Vanderbilt. Who's the fucking oil guy? Whatever. Regardless. Yeah, no, it was the same thing though. Like he just had more money than everybody
Yeah.
110 years ago. And then
The Rockefellers?
there you go.
There-
That was
how did
why is
I-
that
yeah,
so hard to
that's-
think of?
Wow, that's surprising.
But it's the same thing. They had more money than everybody back
Mhm.
then, and they could just buy indiscriminately and own all of it.
Right.
And then the
Yeah.
government was like, "Hey, no,
Yeah, you
I
can't do
don't
that.
think so."
Bad.
Old
Bad.
money.
Yeah.
Well, they still do that now. Like if there's like, say there's a huge corporation that sells this specific product, and this other guy comes up with a similar product, and it starts to really take off and starts going, and eventually starts to become competition. The company will just buy that company and
Right.
just
That's what happens.
skin it out and like absorb it into their company.
That's what happens in Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
All these apps and social
Right.
media things that
Yeah.
they'll either buy it so you fuck off, or they just own it.
Yeah.
YouTube, Google was like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you know, I'm going to take that." Here's your
and
money.
That's wild.
Snapchat, same thing.
Mhm.
Snapchat 8-9 years ago was
Yeah.
just a couple dudes that ran it,
Now he's a billionaire.
and now he's a billionaire. And now Snapchat is nothing but ads and profit, and
Mm-hmm.
the premiums and
Yeah.
all this shit to get your info. It's just
I
it
actually
never
heard a
stops.
weird thing that like for like influencers, actually most of them make most of their like make the most amount of money off of Snapchat.
Oh, I bet.
Like I guess what Snapchat pays is like ridiculous.
I bet. Well, because I mean, it's always some hoe in a bikini, and
Yeah.
it's always, if you swipe under this, like to the stories tab right underneath, it's always these verified people.
Yeah.
You click on one, and here she is in her bikini playing volleyball, here's an ad for IKEA, and now we'll go back to her. It's the same shit. It's just constant.
Never clicked on that or noticed that ever.
I don't
The
know.
Discover?
I hardly like ever use Snapchat anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's just that's just all of it.
Yeah.
It's just nothing but ads and influencers.
I've never noticed that.
It's just
He's in the generation that uses Snapchat.
we're in the
to
same generation. We're 4 years apart. You have no idea what you're talking about. See? Chase ad, influencer, here's a mouse with an ass.
Wow,
I don't know.
Kind of weird.
Some goofy
I
science
know
shit.
that those are there. I've just never clicked on them because I didn't know what they were.
Yep. And it's just hose. Oh.
That's a cool inflatable pizza.
And then there'll be like an ad in there somewhere.
Huh.
That's just
The more you know.
I guess.
so.
What were we talking about? We went like way.
We started on Amazon and just got
Right.
to
Got it.
how much we hate corporations.
Yeah.
Mainly Walmart. I despise Walmart.
It used to be fine.
Yeah, like maybe like 15 years ago.
I don't know if Sam Walton, the creator of Walmart, was ever really like. I don't know, because he died and his family took over.
Yeah. But what about it? Like, what about him?
I don't know. I just feel like Walmart's never been like fine.
I feel like Walmart was always for the slums, and like
Yeah.
if you were like upper class, you went to Sam's Club. Because Walmart owned Sam's Club.
Wasn't Sam's Club like Costco?
Basically, yeah, you paid like a
two-
yearly thing, and like you bought everything in bulk, and like you could get a hot dog and a piece of pizza.
Yeah, I'm not driving to Rosemont to buy a bag of Ritz crackers. Like, that's just not going to happen. I'm just going to go to Walmart.
I mean, there was one not that far from here.
Yeah.
There's a Walmart not that far from me. I'm not.
I just hate Walmart.
I do too.
Everything about it.
Their chicken tenders are bomb.
I'm a fan
Still
of Aldi.
Aldi's good. Aldi's
Yeah.
good.
Aldi's all right.
That's what I like.
Yeah, I still am lucky enough to have a locally owned grocery store down the street from
really?
me. There's one left.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say there ain't many of those anymore.
They're doing pretty solid still. So
Are they?
yeah, big time.
That's good.
Like it's like
Still
lines.
kicking.
Like they like get on the microphone. Some teams will be like, "We need another checker up front." And it's just like locally. It's perfect.
I love that.
It's small. It's fully stocked. It's
No,
excellent.
fingers crossed it
Stays afloat.
stays afloat for the next.
I mean,
Hopefully.
I feel like in a
Wow.
lot of rural America, there's still that kind of stuff.
Well, yeah, but then dollar store swoops in.
That's
And
true.
kills it.
Those things are ridiculous. They're
That's-
everywhere.
That's why they build them. You see them in the most bumfuck towns.
That's true.
Literally in every.
It's a
town.
dollar store, a Subway, a Casey's.
Yeah, they build those in what the hell do they call them? Like food deserts or something. A place where like if there's a town and you have to drive like more than 15 minutes to a supermarket,
Got
they
it.
will build a dollar store there.
Yeah,
Because someone will run there for cold
Makes
medicine
sense.
or a toothbrush or small things that they forgot.
it's a
Mm-hmm.
good business model.
Then they undercut the prices of everything local, choke them out, then they have it.
Got it. Mm-hmm.
And then when everything else is out of business, that's why they can hire one person, have the store be absolute shit and messy, and now nothing put away, stuff sitting in the aisles, because nobody's going to want to drive
Mm-hmm.
the extra time just because it's a messy store.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, they're
Mm-hmm.
building them and building them. It's going to go under soon, but they'll just
Well, I hope
capitalize.
so.
I don't really ever go to like the dollar store.
No,
couldn't
but, like,
tell
I
you the
will-
last time I've been to
Every
one.
now and again.
Like, there's one. Well, there's the one by me has been open like my entire life, so it was
Mhm.
like one of the OG ones. I remember like 7 people working there at a time.
Yeah.
Not that it was like a better store or anything, but
yeah.
like if I have to go get like Excedrin migraine on a beautiful Saturday, I will stop there to get it instead of just going all the way to Walmart. Or
That's
if
true.
you have to pass Walmart to drive another 15 minutes to Target and pay more for the
Ooh,
same
yeah.
shit.
Target, that's high class.
I love Target.
Every white woman loves Target.
Yeah,
So great.
I love people watching in Target.
Target is excellent. They have all the things that you need and don't need.
So does Walmart though. It's just more expensive.
No.
Yeah,
Walmart is different.
really isn't.
It's a different caliber.
No, see,
I'm
but
not going to
that's
buy home decor at Walmart.
Why not?
why are you buying home decor at a supermarket anywhere? Or,
Target has like a whole section of
know.
home stuff.
but some people will like not buy groceries at one place and buy them at the other, even though it's the same brand.
I don't buy groceries at
And
Target.
see, and
Why would
is-
I buy groceries
This is
at
also
Target?
part of the marketing thing because it's a higher.
I don't go to
tier.
Target for groceries. I would never go to Target for groceries. That'd be so expensive.
But people
Yeah.
do, and they
Yeah.
think it's like better that they got it there.
Oh.
Like there's like a
It's like a status
a
thing.
status thing
Yeah.
almost. It's very fucking odd.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Target. I just don't buy my groceries there. I
Yeah,
just
no.
wouldn't. I
don't
like
know.
going there for like other things.
Yeah.
Like when you forget somebody's birthday present and you just like pop in
You-
Target.
You need a quick gift
You
card.
can get like a candle. Well, no, you can get like stuff.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I like Target.
A lot of white women do.
I like
I
Starbucks
for no reason. I don't know why.
And Target knew that. They're like, all right, we got the white women coming here.
They're like-
Starbucks
To,
in
like,
every Target.
Starbucks and put some like candles at the front.
Yes.
Yes.
And like a wicker basket.
Yes.
No, they're little. Yes,
I'll never
I'm
understand
a sucker
that.
for it. I'm a sucker for
The
it.
wicker
Yeah, but
basket.
see,
Their
thing.
little like $5 section right at the front always has like cute little decor things.
But that's what I mean. Like it's just it's
You don't need it, but you want
if
it.
you ever sat down with the person who like laid out a Target.
Oh,
or
it's all
what-
psychological.
Oh, exactly. It's fucking nuts.
Duh.
People, like I said, people are like trained now to go. If you're going to go buy a bag of Tyson chicken tenders, you will go to Target instead of Walmart. But
Well,
if you're poor, go to go to Walmart because they have that low price. It's very fucking odd, dude. There's the people that make this shit up are geniuses.
Yeah.
Like they have like degrees and like
yeah.
have you ever seen like why they arrange cereal the way that they do?
Human psychology.
Yeah, they put years of research into organizing
Mhm.
cereal aisles because then you keep the sugary stuff low where the kids can see it.
Yeah.
and
Uh-huh.
it's like an impulse buy. It's nuts, dude. But they taught us all that in high school for some reason, consumer class.
Well,
Oh.
yeah.
The only thing noteworthy, and I had to go to trigonometry after that. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm too high to care about the triangles. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Give me the F.
Well, my cousin used to work for Walmart because they lived in Bentonville, Arkansas, and she like her whole job as a interior designer was to design the layout of Walmart, like
Yeah.
different Walmarts, because every Walmart has a different layout based on
Yeah.
the socioeconomic status of where they're putting it.
Right.
And so like the ones that are in nicer areas have different layouts for different things.
They probably have tile.
I've looked, I've Googled it, and there's actually discussions on the internet as to why they got rid of the tile.
Bring back the Walmart tile.
It's easier to sweep concrete floors.
The piss comes off of the floor easier when it's
But
just
the tiles
concrete.
were like they had like a gloss over them. It was just still flat. And I walk in, I'm like, man, this is fucking sad.
I've
Yeah.
never even looked down to notice that.
But it's like they just did it in like
Mm.
probably a year ago, and then they
Right.
rearranged the whole fucking store, and I'm like, it's very uncomfortable to be in there now. Going there used to be the shit 20 years ago, dude. They had the lobster tanks,
I remember
like door greeters. They give you a little sticker. They used to sell
Oh,
fish,
yeah.
dude. The video game aisle where you can play Nintendo 64 games.
Mhm.
I mean, give me
Yeah.
a break. Ours used to have a fucking deli in it.
We used to go to the
Little
one all the
restaurant.
time at like 1 or 2 in the morning
Mm-hmm.
because it was always
Ah.
open. You just go and just cause a ruckus,
Dude, hell yeah.
do hood rat shit.
We just walk around.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I played kickball in one.
Myers.
One time. That was
kickball.
You know
bad.
what's-
we rode bikes.
You know what's really good for that now? Meyer, the 24-hour Myers.
That's my new grocery shopping place.
They are so great.
So cheap.
You go to like Maggiano's now and shit. Like,
It's a grocery shop.
yeah,
You mean Mariano's?
whatever.
I was gonna
It's
say
Maggiano's.
I would.
Is that the
I
Italian
would
place?
grocery
Okay.
shop at Maggiano's. That would be pretty
Too many
baller.
M names. Yeah, there's-
Mariano's.
Mari.
Mariano's is nice.
Yeah,
That's
those,
very
They have a
bougie.
great wine section.
they do. They do.
It's like a great wine section, and then the cheese is right there, and you can like get all the cheeses you want for a
See? The
charcuterie
planning,
board.
dude. The planning.
It's so great.
Should just have a sign when you walk in through the door, like white women this way.
Target started some Targets. There's a wine bar now at Target, so you can get wine and walk around the store.
Dude, there's so many mad husbands out there right now.
I was watching a TikTok video the other day. I don't know if I sent it to you, but it was like these 3 guys had to be in their like mid-20s. They're like, we lost our girlfriends in Target.
I think you did
So they
send me
went to
that.
the front and they overhead paged their girlfriends, and then they come like walking down a hallway and they're like, we got lost. And they're like, yeah, why is all that shit in your hands now?
Should have just left them there.
Yeah.
They can Uber home.
So what were they just hiding?
They were just shopping. You know.
And they couldn't find them.
Yeah.
All right. Counterclockwise around the store till you bump into them constantly.
Yep.
Are you on TikTok now, dude? She sending you TikToks.
Yeah.
They got you.
Yeah.
There's not many of us left,
I
dude.
mean, it's
like
only
seeing
got
it's It's like seeing a Jedi die.
You only enjoy it for 9 more months.
Hopefully, if we're lucky.
We'll talk about it in a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got?
Well, speaking of Target,
Oh boy.
this has nothing to do with Target.
Oh
Have you ever heard of Janet Airlines?
no.
No, but I love it.
Yeah.
Janet.
Yeah.
Like Janet Jackson.
Like Janet
See,
Jackson.
I was thinking Janet Reno.
Or Janet Reno. It is actually probably a lot closer to Janet Reno. So Janet Airlines is this like small airline group. They only have 11, and they're all Boeings.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ooh, are they going down?
They're all 737s,
But
So-
not the Max?
just regular
That's
737.
good.
They don't need Max. Their planes don't transport very many people.
Yeah.
So that it only flies out of this small airport in California called Harry Reid International Airport. It has its own terminal called Gold Coast.
That's in Vegas.
Vegas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because they renamed McCarran to
Yeah.
Harry. Who
Yeah.
the fuck is it?
Harry
Gives a
Reid
shit?
International
Yeah,
Airport.
that guy's, who cares about him?
Harry Reid. I don't even know who Harry Reid is.
He was a senator. Snooze
Sounds
fest.
like
Bring
a
back
real wiener.
McCarran.
Bring back McCarran.
I hate walking through that airport now. I used to love it. I'm like, this is
I
sacrilegious.
haven't graced it yet.
Mm.
Hoping to get there someday.
Slot machines and cigarettes wherever you want.
In the airport?
Yep. It's Vegas, dude.
Yikes.
Have a smoke.
Yikes. So it only flies to 4 places.
Okay.
Reno, Nevada.
No.
Damn, that would have been ironic.
Plant 42 at Edwards Air Force Base,
Okay.
which is like where they test
What?
classified aircraft.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know how to say this. Tonopah Test Range, which is basically like Area 52, I guess. It's like where they blew off the first atomic bomb, basically.
Sweet.
Yeah. A place called Base Camp, which is like another top secret defense research place, and Area 51.
Yeah. So that's where all the scientists flies through.
Yeah, it's like if you ever see just like, obviously you wouldn't out here, but like if you're in Vegas and you see just a plain white airplane with one red stripe down the side of it, like all that does is shuttle government employees to high security places like Area 51 and like Nellis and Edwards Air Force Base.
There was a guy years ago that tried to he bum rushed it when they were unloading in the airport, trying to like see if they
That's
would
a good
talk about
idea.
aliens, like because they were all like worked there, and he was in jail pretty quick.
Yeah, they don't fuck around in
they
those
weren't.
areas.
They weren't really.
I wonder, I assumed that they had some mode of transportation, but I figured they would have had like a private jet like that.
No,
and I
they
guess
use-
this is kind of like it, right?
They
It's
use
their
like full like Boeing 737s, and
Wow.
it runs 7 days a week.
Can I just buy a ticket on Janet?
You cannot.
You can't go
You
on
can,
Expedia?
however, if you are a pilot, like you can, like if you get the right status, like you have to get like obviously like top secret status, like you can get a job flying one of these planes. And apparently, like they're instructed to like shortly after takeoff, they're instructed to turn their transponder beacons off.
Sweet.
So that you can't track
You
it.
can publicly track those, I think.
You can probably still publicly
Planes.
track it, yeah, but
Well, I mean, like the transponder.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can publicly track the transponder. I think of basically any plane.
Yeah.
Because I know they did that to like Elon, they
And
did it to
Mark-
Taylor Swift,
Mark
they did
Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is all it does. Is it just flies people to these top secret places and then brings them home. Can you imagine like that being your commute?
Yeah.
Like for a day of work, like you get up, go to an airport, get on a plane, take a like what's probably a 10-minute flight,
Yeah.
get off the plane, go to work,
Get back on.
get back on the plane, fly back.
Interesting. Where would you park every day? They probably have a special parking lot.
It has its own like
terminal
part
and all.
of that airport.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Who's the guy? The UFO guy, Bob Lazar. He flew
That was the guy who's
He flew that.
Yeah, that was I think the Tonopah test range is because that's like a sub place of Area 51. Because
Yeah.
Area 51 has like multiple little in its enclosure has like multiple different bases.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
Why is
Can't
it
buy
named
tickets to it.
Janet Airlines?
I don't know. Apparently, that's a name the internet gave it. That's not like its actual name, but like
Oh.
when you search it on the internet, that's like what it's known as.
Is it an acronym?
I don't know. It might be.
Internet trolls decided Janet was the name they were going to land on.
Maybe it was because of Janet Reno.
If I'm right on this.
Money. Extra bonus, Ben.
No, it's not. It's not an acronym. It's just, I don't know why. It just got called Janet one time and it stuck. But like, this is like,
Damn it, Janet.
this is like what the planes look like.
Very plain.
It's literally just a white plane with a big red stripe down.
Got it. All right. It's from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Because they fly from Transylvania to Transylvania. That's why they named it Janet. We're going to go with that. Have you ever seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
No.
No. Isn't that the one that's like a bad acid trip?
For
it's
sure.
called Crossdressers, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great. Came out in the 80s.
No.
You have to just watch it.
I don't think I do.
You got to get super fucking high around Halloween and do it.
Do you guys watch American Horror Story?
I do not.
No, I watched like the first 2 seasons.
I watched The Coven. That was the only season that I watched.
I watched the new one, part of the new one with Kim Kardashian
Yikes.
and
Ugh.
Emma Roberts. And
Okay.
there's like a
Well,
spider.
Emma
It's
Roberts
fucking-
isn't all of
She's
them.
a spider?
There's something with like a spider. I don't know, man. It's the most whack show
They
ever
pick
made.
like a theme. Like, so
Yeah.
every season has a theme.
I know that.
So like I watched Coven, but then the next one was like they were at like a psychiatric hospital, and I was like, I'm not watching that. Like I fucking work. Like nope.
I work.
Nope. I work there. Like nope. I was like uninterested.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's ass. Don't watch it.
I watched, like I said, I watched like the first 2 seasons, I think. I don't even think I finished the second one.
It's-
Because that's weird, because I think the second one they were in Insane Asylum, I
Yeah,
thought.
that was Asylum.
Did they do like
then the-
multiple runs of that one?
I don't think so.
Maybe it was the asylum. I don't know. Was
So the-
Coven first?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
The first one was like, I just remember the one dude's wife like got abducted, and then that was it.
They pick like a different for each season. They pick like a different theme, essentially, of freaky shit.
Yeah, there's just crazy shit happening all the time. And
Yeah.
it's just there's no plot, really.
I don't think I could ever watch a show where it's like Kim Kardashian trying to actually act.
Yeah, she just acts like herself. It's kind of.
It's like a cameo.
No, she's like a main character in it.
Oh.
Oh,
Then they have some like supermodel in it too, as part of her like posse. I can't remember what her name is. She's English. Super famous. Super good looking.
I mean, she's a model.
Yeah.
English.
Yeah, it's like some wild name.
I'll look it up.
Who was married to Tom Brady? What's her name?
Not that one.
Not her.
Gazelle.
Giselle.
Did anybody
Banuqua.
watch the video of her crying?
Yeah, Giselle.
When she get pulled over.
When
or
she got
something?
pulled over and the cop made her cry or something like that? It's like, yeah, that's right. Teach you to leave Tom Brady.
She was right to leave Tom Brady.
She was cheating on him, wasn't she?
They were cheating. I don't know. Tom's the GOAT, so
Yeah.
he's legally allowed to do whatever he wants.
He's weird.
Jesus Christ, there's 13 seasons of this show?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
never stops.
Damn it.
It just never stops.
Garbage.
So who all was? It was like Emma Roberts is in all of them.
Is it the blonde chick? Is that who you're talking
What's her
about?
name?
Her name in the show is Sonia.
Let's see.
I don't know. That doesn't. I mean, I guess that seems kind of English.
No.
No.
Is her name Antoinette?
Okay, I'll find it.
All right.
I'll find it.
This girl?
Yeah, Cara Delevingne.
I think she's one of the ones that they said had a threesome with Amber Heard and Elon Musk.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that.
Yeah.
Look
that's
at
the
that.
guy. That's the guy.
Our boy. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah.
Damn.
He's probably lucky he got out of that one alive.
All right. What else we got?
Well, before we get to TikTok,
Holy shit! Did you write a novel over there?
I did. I saw a thing. I think this was last week that NASA announced that they, with the James Webb Telescope, they found a planet that looks like it has city lights on it.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. And it's
Huh.
like
That's
they said
super cool.
It's like only 47 light years away, which is,
Only.
I mean, it's still pretty far, but it's not like.
Yeah.
That's super cool.
But I guess it's like they said it's like it's as big as Venus, which like Venus is like a huge planet, I guess.
Yeah.
But typical NASA, like they released this press thing saying like, you know, we observed this planet that looks like it has city lights. I guess it's what's called like a brown dwarf, which means it has no sun. And then like a week later, they're like, yeah, nah, that's not what we saw.
Yeah, they always
just kidding.
They always
What?
They do that with everything. Like they did that. They did the same thing. Like when they like originally took that picture of that face on Mars.
yeah.
They're like, yeah, no, that was like a camera glitch. It's not actually there.
I hope there is another planet with city lights and they don't want to kill us.
Well, here, all right.
Like that would be cool. Like
So-
we're getting closer and closer to Star Wars.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, real life Star Wars would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like if I could actually go to one of those cantinas, that would be a good time.
Yeah, for
that
sure.
would be a good fucking
For
time.
sure.
But like my thing is so like they first claim that they found this planet that has city lights. Would it be more fucked up for us to find another planet that has inhabitants on it that look like us, or that look like what we see like traditional aliens as in like TV shows and like movies and stuff like that? What do you think would be more psychologically like fucked up
Probably
for us?
probably the ones that look like aliens. from
Yeah.
Do you
TV
think so?
shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You don't think it would be more fucked up for us to like discover this random planet, you know, millions and millions and millions of miles away from us, and get there and be like, oh fuck, they look exactly like us?
I think that would just kind of prove that evolution kind of takes the course of.
Literally, that is exactly where my brain was going.
Like you have birds that developed in different parts of the world. you
Yeah.
know, I guess
Like,
they all kind of
It
split
would
off.
just. Yeah, it would just prove evolution and.
What if Neil
disprove-
Armstrong just cranked one out in space and it just
he might have.
floated away?
He probably did.
Or if it's just like little squids wearing like spacesuits
Yeah.
flopping around.
I mean, it
They
would.
call
Like with all the
themselves-
little arms.
Yeah. they
It
just-
would
That'd be pretty cool.
crumble the establishment of religion.
Oh yeah. I think aliens in general would crumble the establishment of religion.
Why is that?
Well, religion, most religions believe in, like, the Judeo-Christian is like the,
Like you have one creator. And
yeah, like one creator.
Yeah, but didn't he make everything? Including
allegedly.
them. I think they'd be like, hell yeah, God is real.
That's what they would say when they got
That's
here.
what they would say. I don't know.
Uh,
Interesting.
Who would be in charge of naming them?
What do you mean naming them?
Or are they going to be called like the News Boot Goo Newfins? Like, what do you call them?
Did you just have a stroke?
No, that's what I would call them. Like, people say that on the news every day.
I don't even think you could repeat that if you wanted to.
Oh, do it. Try.
News Boot New Gloofins. I mean, who would be in charge of naming them? Like, what are they called?
I mean,
What
I'm
if
sure
they name
they
themselves?
probably
Like, wouldn't
already
they
have
tell
names.
us?
What if we
like-
can't talk to them?
But if they look like us, wouldn't you think?
I mean, they
Well,
may have a
that-
different language, but then you learn the language just like anything else.
Well, yeah, but like you can't like.
How do you think Western Europeans, when they immigrated here on their lovely ships, communicated with Indians? You learn
with a
to-
musket?
Well, but they learned.
You
They
kind of beat
traded
me
corn.
to that one.
They traded corn. Like, you learn to communicate with people that you can't communicate with.
Well,
So
yeah,
if they
you can-
look like us,
Yeah, but you can't just understand what they're saying right off the rip.
but if they look like us, then we could learn to communicate with them.
That's not true.
That is very true.
It just because they look like us.
Yeah, if they have opposable thumbs and do similar things that we do, we could probably communicate like
Probably.
with nonverbals.
I mean, yeah, like I think they know how to speak most languages, but like I don't think they can decipher the tribes in the Amazon because they don't have any basis of any
But
sort
you
of
could
lingual
still walk
patterns.
up to somebody who, like a tribe in the Amazon, and like
Well, yeah, you can't.
use your bodily functions
after you
to-
dodge the spear.
right.
Well, yeah, you can still like do that, but like speech patterns and stuff, there's developed off of like nothing.
Yeah.
like German and Italy, like German, like yeah, like they're similar in the way
But I'm
that
saying,
they.
like, if we found another planet, we would eventually learn to communicate with them.
I hope
like,
we don't. I hope they just communicate through dominoes, stacking dominoes, yeah,
Just dominoes
or dots.
What if they're the ones that ended up with the record?
Yeah, they're just listening to like Stevie Wonder or whatever the hell we put on that thing.
Yeah, I don't remember what we put on it, but
What
I'm sure
record?
it wasn't good. The golden record.
Yeah, we just blew one into space.
Yeah,
So for somebody to find.
on some probe that they just shot out into space.
I think
wonder
they
that.
just got contact with that again. It's Voyager, isn't it? Voyager
yeah,
9.
yeah.
I think
It's
they
like
just
the farthest that anything we've sent out has ever made. It's like 100 and something million
it's
miles away.
it's outside our solar system.
Yeah,
Just kind of floating around. But I think they just got contact with it again.
cool.
So it's still there.
Somebody turned it on.
Why is that so flustering?
It's not. I'm just smiling.
No. No. The last thing you did was a huff and a puff.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's not my show. It's your show. I'm just here.
It's
Wow.
not- wow. Jeez.
Wow.
Animosity.
It's a great area. I'm just smiling away.
Magic Johnson's hard to fill those shoes.
Yeah, I know.
Mainly because they're so big.
Size 14s.
Yeah.
I don't have size.
Not size 14s.
I do not.
Uh,
All right, what else you got, James?
What else do I got? I guess we can talk about TikTok.
yeah, I mean,
We already breached the
A little bit.
subject.
So I think it was last week, Biden signed the ban. Or, I mean, I guess it's not, it depends. So I think they have nine months to sell it.
And so the whole thing is that they want it to sell it to an American company.
Yes.
Is that what his
It's-
whole little
I don't know.
ploy
I mean,
is at the moment?
I'm not like a huge pro TikTok person. Like, it's all right, but like, it's really shady.
yeah.
Like, they want to ban it, and like, as soon as they wanted to ban it, there's like all these people are like, all these like senators and congressmen are like, yeah, we'll buy it. Of course we'll buy it.
yeah.
But like, I saw, and I can't remember the guy's name, and I tried to go back and find it, but I couldn't find it. And it was the same thing. He was like a senator or a congressman. And it was like less than a week before the vote, he bought like $700,000 worth of Meta stock and then went and was like voted to ban TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you're allowed to do that.
Yeah, it's not
It's-
insider trading or
it's-
anything.
It's
Mm.
legal somehow.
Yeah.
Um,
But I guess I don't know. I think it has nothing to do with it being a Chinese company.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that like they have no control over what's put on it.
Yeah.
Is like the biggest thing.
Which nobody wants them to have control over what's put on it. Like, that's the whole point.
Yeah.
Like, you know how many times there's been like so many like news things that have ended up on there? I mean, not real news, but like things that, and then the government can't control it.
Yeah.
It's like people who see stuff or hear stuff or like whatever, like they just like go off and it just like spirals.
Yeah, it catches fire really fast. I
Yeah.
think that's a big thing that they don't like either is like
I'm sure that's
something
it.
it's unbelievable how quickly something on TikTok can go viral.
Totally.
I mean, you can't. They have no control over Twitter at all
But it's
anymore.
owned by somebody who I'm sure pays some politician's salary somewhere.
Yeah, but their whole thing of it now is like that they won't ever remove anything
Yeah.
unless it's
Who-
like a
Yeah.
threat.
Who owns TikTok now? I mean,
Our boy
Elon Musk.
yeah.
X.
And when he bought it, he got all the information from Twitter too. Like he just bought everything,
Mm-hmm.
and they spent. I think they're probably still doing it, like the Twitter files. So conspiracy sounding,
Mm-hmm.
but they were in contact with like the FBI and stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. Like the FBI would hit them up and be like, "Hey, take down like this, and this
Mhm.
if it's political stuff, you
Yeah.
know." And they would do it. Has more money than any
Yeah.
politician could do anything to him. So
Yeah.
the whole concept of it now is it's not regulated.
It's like true free speech.
True free speech,
Which, I
and that's
mean-
exactly what he's running it as,
Yeah.
and he encourages people to ever
Yeah.
try to find where it's not anymore. TikTok's just fucking shady. Have you ever read the terms and agreements?
Mm-mm.
It's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild. They get access to your camera, your microphone, your passwords, everything in your phone. As soon as you hit allow on that and accept their
Mhm.
terms, it goes in. That's why shit like when you talk about something, it shows up as an ad.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit like that has it
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
I mean, they just polled it today, and like 46% of people are like, yeah, it's a shady fucking app. In China, it's not nurses dancing in hallways. It's
all education.
It's all educational
Yeah.
stuff and propaganda, probably because it's
Yeah.
the Chinese Communist
Yeah.
Party. But it does teach them how to do things. Here, you just have a bunch of nerds. Just now, we're just what are we doing? Like taking over college campuses because we're learning about a proxy war through 10-second videos.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they shouldn't be allowed to put that on there, but
Right.
that
So-
algorithm is probably
Well, that's
they
the
don't
reason they don't want to sell it.
right.
They don't want the ByteDance or whoever the company is doesn't want to give up their algorithm.
No, absolutely not. And like it just perpetuates. Like if you I don't know how the fuck it works. I'm sure it's like Instagram Reels.
Yeah, you just swipe up.
Mhm.
But if they can perpetuate civil unrest, not that we're rioting in the streets or not like
Yeah.
stuff has never happened before, but that's a win. Tear them down, make them dumber, keep them occupied for 8 hours a day on their phone. That should
Mhm.
be fucking banned. They should get rid of Instagram Reels too. That shit's way too addictive, and that's like
No.
the watered down version.
Mm-hmm.
It's terrible. Like I'll be like looking at it for like 20 minutes. I'm like, what the fuck? Like
Mm-hmm.
that's just gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
It's the internet.
and no matter who they sell it to, they'll be doing the same shit. But at
Right.
least it's our
Right.
people harvesting the information.
Well, it
That's
just
their
means that
view. But
It'll be curated.
now you're
if
getting
we
like
buy it.
TikToks like that they're influencing like court cases and stuff, and like they're using it as evidence because people like just let shit slip, you know.
Mhm.
And fucking China just they built all of their stuff off of our intellectual property everywhere.
Yeah.
They put people on our campuses, students. They work at companies that develop stuff. I mean, it's constant. It's just the Cold War, still to this
Yeah.
day.
Mm-hmm.
And then they take all this shit and try to make it for themselves. That's why we could sell them the fucking microchips to them because they can't make them, and they were trying to figure out how. And all American companies were ordered to leave China last year. They had like 2 years to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Manufacturing, all that stuff. It's the same thing in Ohio when they built that fucking factory and then like that built the town around it. Remember I was telling you
Mhm.
about that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Our government was like, not a fucking chance.
Yeah.
Like you guys are actually like enslaving our own people here. Not that that's what they're doing with any of this stuff, but it's just,
Yeah.
I mean, we're the number one in the world in manufacturing, intellectual property, all of it. And if they can get anything from it, you know, and that's why you can't, if you're in, I don't remember where it ends, but like senators can't have it on their phones.
Yeah. So there are like
People like in government can't have it because the microphone's always on.
no government, no military in our country can have it.
No, soldiers can and shit.
I think it said on here that like you're not allowed to have it if you're in the military.
Okay.
Like at
so
all.
there you go. So you're on a fucking sub
Yeah.
and you're bored when you're at base. You download it onto your phone. Then you're out in the ocean. And yeah, then you're fucking petty officers talking about you. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
Think of all the stuff the Soviets did to us to get our information back in the day. It's a fucking
Yeah.
Trojan horse
Yeah.
to a T.
I get it.
And everyone's like, well, if American has it, then the government's got it. Well, if you want, nobody should have it, your information. But do you want the American government or the Chinese government? I don't know. I'm not saying that we're any better. We do shady shit too.
Right,
but I'd
right.
rather have, Tom Jones have it, whoever the fuck that is, instead of,
Tom Jones?
yeah, exactly. Just a normal dude. Like,
Is that the MySpace guy?
no, I just,
No, it's like John Smith.
works for the NSA, whatever.
Ooh.
Instead of just Xiaoping Zhang,
Tom.
who's just, yeah.
I
no.
mean, I don't. Either way, I don't care. Get rid of it. Don't get rid of it.
I think it'll
Sell
be
it to
gone.
the Amer. Like I don't care.
Well, but the bill that they attached that to,
Was-
I don't know if that's what they passed though, because they were fighting that pretty hard.
So I looked up. I know they were trying to squeak it in with the next big bill for Ukraine, and
Yes.
apparently we're going to fund both sides, Israel and Palestine.
Sweet.
It's
Well,
if you pick both sides, you can't lose.
that's a topic.
But I actually because anything that they put through that, you can find the entire bill online.
Mm-hmm.
So I just scrolled through it.
yeah,
And some of the stuff that they're throwing money at is just unfucking believable.
Mhm. Mhm.
I think I totaled out 20 to 30 trillion that was just allocated to the president.
how much?
It was 20 trillion or something like that, or 20 billion. I don't
Okay.
remember. I think the whole thing was 90, maybe it was billion. It was 92 billion.
Yeah.
95 billion, 92 or 95 billion.
He's gonna
And like 20 or 30 billion of that was just allocated to the president through different things throughout the bill.
he's getting that money.
It's available for him to use if need be. It always says like if need, how was the exact wording? It was like if need be or in relation to something relating to the war in Ukraine.
Yeah, it all goes to the different cabinets and shit like
Yeah.
that for projects.
And then it would be like
$500 dinner parties. Where,
yeah. And then it would be like 200 billion for like US Army, or 200 million, like 250 million for Navy, like 5 billion going to the Air Force, and then you would have a whole nother subset, and it would be like 10 billion to the US Army for research, like 5 billion to the Navy for research, and it just goes on. And it was like a 57-page bill.
Yeah.
And then like there was another one was like 481 million to be used for like bringing people from Ukraine over here and like paying for all of their stuff, like paying for housing, paying for transportation over here, paying for their food.
Yeah.
It was wild.
And the stuff that the bitch of it is like people, like when we were in Afghanistan, food companies made retarded amounts of money off that.
Yeah.
And Apple, when you itemize it out, would cost like $25 for a soldier to eat. As soon as he walks into the mess hall, $25 for an apple, cup of water, $10. So these companies charge that. They get the contract. They charge it. Those people don't give a shit. And then when they retire from the military, the people that make those decisions get hired at that company. It's a fucking money laundering scheme.
Yeah.
And that goes on in every single aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not believe me?
I do. I'm just not. I have lots of opinions that I'm just gonna keep to myself.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be an argument. Go for it.
No. It's not, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Oh. But yeah, like Tulsi Gabbard, she's a senator from Hawaii. Maybe just a representative. I don't remember anymore. She goes on about that stuff all the time because she was in the military and she had to like budget that shit for a little bit. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And, like she speaks out against it all the time. Just that type of shit going on constantly. Yeah. And now she can't win any more races for some reason.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
It's like, at what point is someone going to get sick of it and just abolish the whole fucking thing?
Well, I wasn't even like, it wasn't even
like
that. I was just like looking at all these different numbers of money that they're just pumping and pumping and pumping.
Where's it coming from?
Well, not even that. Like it's all getting pumped into the military, and I'm like, what are we getting ready for right now?
We've always had the biggest military budget for
and
World
I
War II.
understand that, but like this is what the fourth or fifth time we've done something like this. That's an aid bill in the last 2 years. I mean, if you totaled it all out,
dude, they've
like
spent
what we've supposedly like pumped into the military over the last 2 years through these aid bills alone, not regular budget. I mean, it's got to be a couple $100 billion. Correct. And I'm not talking military in general. I'm talking like per branch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, Eisenhower said it.
Yeah.
The military-industrial complex is out of control because there's these. One of my buddies worked in the Air Force. He just got out, and he would rebuild the jet engines for like Raptors and shit like that. He's like, we would just throw them away half the time. We would order one in. If we don't need it, it just goes to a scrapyard.
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands of dollars. Way more than that. Millions.
Probably more than that,
millions for those engines. He's like, yeah, they ordered one and we don't need it, so scrap it. Don't save it. Just scrap it. Who makes those? So, just keep going backwards and backwards. It's just it's a fucking it's wild. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So
it's all about networking and who you know and how you get in, and then it keeps it all going.
It's just there's too much money in that. Too many companies and shit like that.
Gotta keep what is it? God, what's the name of that company?
Raytheon.
Well, yeah, Raytheon. Fuck, what's the other one? Northrop. We got to
Yeah,
keep
they're
them
like the
happy.
missile guys,
Yeah,
right?
they make it missiles. What's the AG and G or something
Dude,
like that?
There's a factory in Pennsylvania. I forgot what company owns it. They're making so much fucking ammunition per day now for
Yeah.
this. It's nuts.
Yeah.
And like one of my friends, like I said, he was in he's in Germany still, and they trained some of the people from Ukraine on how to use Patriot missile batteries. And then we sent them some, and he's like, dude, the amount of shit that comes through here, because it would not all of it, but a lot of it would go through his place, then to Ukraine, train, well,
Yeah.
truck, whatever they. He's like, they're sending shit over there, just like we haven't even used it yet. We haven't been in a war to use it.
Yeah.
He's like, and then you get to watch it, how it's used, how did it get blown up, is it effective, for free.
Yeah.
No American lives lost.
That's a big test for that way we'll be ready for the next war.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're just always going to keep advancing stuff and building new shit. And I mean, now Ukraine's doing it with drones that you can buy at Best Buy.
Yeah.
So now that opens up a whole new thing. You know, how do we counter that? It's all research.
Yeah.
Not all research, but there's a big driving point behind
It's
it.
being taken advantage of.
I would suppose. I mean, it's an opportunity.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying the war. A lot of people over there don't even think the war is real. I don't understand that. They think it's a big fake. No, it's like a real thing.
I mean,
but
there's people who think the Holocaust never happened.
right.
So
I mean, like I said, it is an opportunity for that shit to
Mhm.
happen. I'm not saying that's why we keep giving them money or anything. Also, a lot of people, it's a geopolitical rival, Russia. I mean, if we can
Mm-hmm.
tear them down for no American lives lost. I don't know if that's right or wrong. I have no idea, but
Yeah.
that's one way that they see it. And we spend like 2% of our military budget on that. It's ridiculous how
Yeah.
big that military budget is and always has been.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, a lot of people are like, yeah, fuck it, just do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. But like they said, the spending and shit like that. I mean, there's an audio recording of JFK from the Oval Office, and he's talking to, I think it's not Jack. I don't know, Bobby, but maybe it was Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah, his brother.
I think that's who it was. They spent like $11,000 on furniture, and JFK saw the bill for it, and he's yelling. He's like, "Are you fucking ridiculous? Like, if people find out how much money we're wasting on that shit,
right?
he's like, take that back immediately." And there was
Yeah.
like a guy from like the Navy there. Maybe it was like someone from the Navy too, and that's like they used it for like a boardroom or something. He's like, get the fucking shit out of
Yep.
here. Like, we don't need that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then that got leaked all those years later, and he's dead.
I saw
Not that that's why, but
I saw a video the other day, and I think it was like a congressman in one of those big like congressional meetings, and he's like holding up this like little piece, and it's like I can't remember what it was, like something specifically for some.
it was
type
a bearing, right? Wasn't it a ball bearing? A bag of ball bearings?
Yes, I can't remember what it was. It was something for a tank.
Something. Was that or like an aircraft?
Yeah, and we were paying like $800 to have them made or something like. It was something ridiculous, and he's like, I took these to a typical like machinist person. He's like, yeah, I could probably make that whole bag for like $60.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, well, I mean, it's
Yeah.
expensive. Like, he's like, but why is it expensive?
Yeah.
They're like, that's what it costs.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Like, those congressional hearings go fucking nowhere ever.
I would love to sit in on one of those.
You can watch them on C-SPAN
Mhm.
every day. You can just turn
That
that
would
on.
be tempting.
You can just watch it. I've turned them on before while I'm like cleaning the house, and it's just like the craziest shit.
It's
It's not always that intense, but
yeah.
I mean, yeah, no, it's a bag of ball bearings. He's like, why would this cost $800?
Yeah.
Right.
And he's like, how many bags do we have? The guy's like, fucking millions.
A lot. A lot.
But then like nothing happens because you
Yeah.
can't. The donations and the lobbying, it's all a big fucking
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah.
It's all a big circle. It's wild.
It's
It is.
infuriating.
Attached to that TikTok thing before, I don't know if they ever changed it or not. This was weeks ago when it first got passed. They were arbitrarily allowed to decide. I don't know who they is. I don't know if it's NSA or government or whoever. They can arbitrarily decide what is and is not foreign influence with that bill. So an American citizen who's like, let's go Russia, beat Ukraine,
Yeah.
that could be
Mm-hmm.
shut down due to
Hmm.
that's foreign interference or foreign agent or something like that. Get it out.
Yeah.
And that's why it passed the House, I think, or the
I skimmed it. I don't remember.
I can't
if
remember.
I saw that.
I can't remember
in it.
who votes last. I'm a good American citizen. Is it the Senate that votes last?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
the
so I
house the House goes first, and then the
Okay,
Senate.
so the House passed it, and the senators were like, "No, I don't think so." You can imagine how it was split down the middle.
Yeah.
But yeah, one side was like,
But they
no,
did.
but they did. But like I said, I don't know if they amended it. And I'm sure the bill, if you fucking print it out, it's a foot tall.
It wasn't-
and
it
they have
wasn't that long.
Yeah.
It
Oh,
was
really?
Only, I think it was only like 12 pages, 12 or 13 pages.
Yeah.
Because I skimmed through it to see if there was like anything that stood out that seemed like super shady, but
Maybe they ended up just negotiating out then and taking that out. But it was
that or they just reworded it so you can't really understand what it says.
Oh no, the shit in those like it's right there, but you have to like
Yeah.
really break it down by the sentence.
Yeah.
And like dumb down
It's
the
such
words
horseshit.
and really like figure out. Rand Paul one time he had to vote on it. I think it was something like Obamacare. It's like it's a 12,000 page document, and I
Yeah.
got this last night, and we're voting on it today.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
No one's ever been like, yeah, we should
Yeah.
probably change that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why lobbying?
Because of all that shit they cram in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it could be a sentence
Exactly.
on page 9,766.
Yeah. Obama is allowed to slap any woman he walks across
Yeah,
by law.
right.
And it's in there. They voted for it.
Yeah. And have you ever seen there's YouTube videos, I know it's a bad rap, but there's like something about why corruption is legal in America. It has to do with lobbying and senators and every fucking president when they get out of office goes and gives speeches for $8 million at Goldman Sachs in a boardroom for
Mm-hmm.
40 minutes. No, that's just the money that they're getting openly
Mm-hmm.
to influence policy.
Right.
I don't know.
America.
So then the more that you have that shit going on, now we have access to phones and TikToks and the Instagrams and the Facebooks.
And it just spirals from there.
Yeah.
But then you have to figure out, what's real? What did somebody just make up? Are we telephone gaming this? It's impossible to tell almost anymore. It's almost beautiful. You can't tell what's real and what's not. There's no fucking way
It's all simulation.
to tell. And then you can only, if you go to like a fucking news briefing, how are they twisting it compared to what was going on? It's House of Cards
Yeah.
to a T, to
Yeah.
a fucking T. And it's just an open secret.
I never watched that show.
It's very dry, but it's pretty solid.
Okay.
It's kind of like,
Alright.
did you ever watch The Crown?
Mm-hmm.
It's like The Crown, but better.
Okay.
So yeah, it's the crown but American politics.
Yes.
And I guess it's very accurate to how
Bill Clinton said he's like, that's terrifyingly accurate to how it actually works. And they're like killing people and like meeting with billionaires to pass policy, and I can't pass. I won't vote for this, and like call somebody to, if they vote on my thing, I'll give them 500,000. Then I have my vote for this bill. It's just, it's
Yeah.
stupid. It's dumb as fuck. It has nothing to do with anything.
Speaking of Bill Clinton and Twitter being free speech, did you see after the Taylor Swift album came out that Monica Lewinsky posted a picture of the White House, and there's a line in one of her songs that says something like, "You'll never understand the asylum that they raised me in," and Monica Lewinsky posted it on Twitter.
Scandalous. Oh, Monica.
I was like,
dude,
damn.
I think
she wanted it.
the coldest thing in American politics was when Trump brought all of Bill Clinton's accusers to sit front row at the debate against Hillary. If you can't tell me that that's genius stand-up
Yeah.
comedy, I don't
Yeah.
know what the fuck is.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. But
I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, she posted that on on Twitter. Like, oh shit.
isn't there also a line in one of her songs about like it's like playing Call of Duty with your bros or something
Yeah.
stupid? Like it's just
Yeah.
how didn't she just release an album like 7 months ago?
Well, no, she's been re-recording her albums.
So this isn't even new songs?
These two albums that dropped are new.
What's the one that was released before? The newest one before? It was, you guys were already doing this podcast. It was not that long ago. It was like a
I don't
year.
remember.
Well, she did.
It's just, I don't know.
No, she's been doing her albums.
Negative.
You mean the Eras tour?
No, before that. Get to the bottom of this mystery.
You mean Folklore and Evermore?
I have no idea what it's called.
Are those albums or
Yeah, those are two different albums.
Yeah, but it just came out like a year ago.
her ghostwriters must be working overtime?
Midnights?
Oh my god, I forgot about Midnights. Yeah,
That was
she
like a year ago.
Yeah, she just did that album too.
So is she putting an album out like every 4 months?
Yeah.
Pretty
I
much.
wonder if she's a fucking billionaire now.
She's been cranking them out.
Yeah,
No,
because
her
it's
ghostwriters have been cranking them out.
I've been waiting
No,
for.
she writes all of her own music.
I've been waiting for a new Tool album for like
That'll never happen.
5 years.
That'll never happen.
Why would that never happen?
I don't think Tool is going to come out with a new album.
That's absolutely false.
Are they coming out with a new? I love Tool, so if they're coming out with a new album, that would be great.
Danny
but...
Carey said they had enough from the last one scrapped to make a new one.
All
if
right.
Maynard would quit fucking making jams in the desert.
He really
And
likes
when he was-
jam.
Yeah, he just does like dumb shit at this restaurant in the desert. And he's like, I made this like time infused marmalade. I'm like, shut up and make some fucking music, dude. God.
When he runs out of marmalade, he will.
That was like
Acid.
a lot of the old music that we used to listen to, like has like resurfaced on my playlists and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like listening to like old songs and stuff, and I'd be like, "Oh, Joe, do you remember this song?" And he's like, "No."
Back to a simpler time.
I'm like, "What? How do you not remember this song?" And then Justin was playing them this weekend, and I was like, "Yes, this is great music."
Good old
Like,
2003.
what's an example? We're talking like some Papa Roach.
Papa Roach.
Yeah, or him, or
See, you guys are the only ones I've ever met in my life that have listened to him.
Really?
what?
Yeah. But
We
no-
both
That-
we all
like,
went to
that
go
was
see him.
Pretty big in our era because like it was like the
CKY.
whole
It was with
CKY, Viva La
CKY
Bam.
with Bam.
Yeah, but
and-
like none of my friends have ever heard of like CKY or him or
What?
Rich, anything like
They're out
that.
in the like middle of nowhere.
Okay, different generations. 20 miles away, I know. It's... Ben's a child from the forest.
He just crawled out of there one day.
Old ass people.
It's getting hostile.
Let's see. I can't find this playlist, but anyway, it was all great music. Like music that you would hear at Warped Tour
I gotcha.
circa 2005.
No, I get you.
2005.
I had a Chameleonaire come up on my Spotify shuffle today, Riding Dirty.
I wonder what that guy
That's a good
sounds
song.
So then I was on my way to work. I started like listening to more Chameleonaires.
like. He had other songs?
Yo, hell yeah, dude. Some
Just-
of them were pretty good too.
Just reminiscing.
Yeah,
like
I
what were
just-
some of the other songs?
Fuck, I don't even know. I saved them this morning.
I literally only remember that one song. And Rubber Band Man by T.I.
Oh yeah, T.I.
and Chingy.
There were a bunch of songs by T.I. and Chingy. And
Turn It Up by Chameleonaire, dude.
I
Oh,
don't remember that.
that's heater.
Definitely was not turning it up.
there's a song that just came out. I'm really enjoying for summer the like hip hop kind of like
No.
rock, rap,
No.
country.
No.
It's so good.
It's
What are you talking
The
about?
worst genre of music. It's the only genre I won't listen to. I'll listen to Latin music before that.
She would totally let Morgan Wallen throw a
This is
chair
so-
at her.
Well, right.
The
Like,
house is on fire.
And I hit a child.
well, like I texted him and I was like, I'm going to Jamie's and
Inadmissible in court.
yeah.
I'm not being subpoenaed for anything.
Anyway.
Fuck that. I'll break all this shit and leave.
Yeah, right?
So
Ben who?
Never met him. Where's that mustache at?
there's a mustache.
Yeah, can you give me that pack of mustaches?
Yeah, we got a pack of fake mustaches over there.
I need one.
You should.
Look at all this fun stuff. 1984, June. Oh, Star Wars. There you go.
Thank you.
So yeah, I should get one of those real fluffy ones on there.
I mustache you a question.
I did have a mustache last weekend.
Did you?
You have
Yeah.
a mustache
You
right
shaved
now.
it?
Yeah, but
Like a real furry mustache?
I look like I do heroin under a bridge right now. I just need to shave. But I let it go for like a week. Then
Yeah?
I cut it and had just a mustache, and I couldn't take it seriously.
No?
No,
Every
dude.
time you looked in the mirror.
I'm like, what am I doing? I can grow a pretty good mustache, though.
Hey, you should do it.
You should do it.
It's gonna look like every firefighter. Because I feel like that's just the go-to.
Is it peeling off? Do you need help?
Would you like assistance?
I think they're childproof.
Okay, but
If you get that off in one pull, I'll give you $1.
no, you got to pull the sticky shit off. You're pulling
The
it off.
sticky shit is...
Maybe I don't even want that on my face.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Yep.
If you want, I can just cut it out with scissors and get you a piece of scotch tape.
Let me see.
What's that pizza brand that comes with a mustache in the back that you can poke out with cardboard?
Where did you get
What?
these?
Oh, dude.
Are you talking about?
There's a pizza brand. It's frozen pizza.
Uh-huh.
And on the back of the box, it has a perforated mustache.
They're just for show. You just cut them out. I
Sorry.
don't know. They're not coming out.
They're called stick-ons.
I know.
Made in Ningbo, China.
You're just gonna
There
have to,
we
you
go.
just have to grow a real one.
So,
Tried.
anywho,
Anywho. Just throwing shit. Would you like me to put them back?
I hope you get your money back on those.
I'm pretty sure they were like $3.
That adds up.
Does it?
Yeah.
Buy a savings bond. Part of a savings.
Network paid for 'em.
Huh?
Network paid for 'em.
Nah, that's right.
What? Did you not read the front of it?
Yeah, it says bacon. I thought it would smell decent.
It's also like 10 years old, so
oh
it
my
probably doesn't
God.
smell like bacon anymore.
From Yankee Candle.
Oh, did
I've
someone
never-
get that
I've
to
never-
you as a gag
I've
joke?
never opened that. You're the first person to ever open that.
That doesn't smell too bad. It smells like Thanksgiving.
I almost
Give that a whirl. It's like cinnamon and bacon.
no. It smells like fake bacon.
Yeah, it just smells like smoked, like really, really smoked bacon. Maybe we should get a jar of like smelling salts
Oh,
for the.
Have you ever done smelling salts?
Yeah, we did them.
Dude,
on
we did
Snapchat.
them here, didn't
yeah,
we?
we did them on Snapchat.
Have you ever done smelling salts?
no, I don't know what that
We're gonna
is.
get a jar, and the next time you record with us,
What is
Did I have-
that?
it will be a
Did
requirement.
I have the breakable ones?
Yeah,
What are smelling salts?
I'm just talking like a jar though, instead
Oh.
of the breakable ones.
A jar of smelling salts. Those are
Yeah.
sometimes more potent.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. Really gets you jazzed up.
That's what we're gonna do next time.
What are
Yeah.
smelling salts?
To get you amped.
It's ammonia nitrate, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
It's like when you're unconscious, like they'll pop one and it like just shoots you back to consciousness. It,
Oh.
it's like
It
Yeah.
feels like somebody puts a hot nail in your nose.
it's awesome.
Yeah, really wakes you up, gets you going,
Okay.
ready for the day.
No,
Nope.
we'll bring one.
We're good.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
somebody you didn't want to do it either, but you ended up doing it.
yeah. I think we all did it multiple times during the
Yeah,
episode.
but you wouldn't try it at first.
Yeah.
The best way to get rid of peer pressure.
Cave in.
Just give in.
Doesn't work.
He hit it.
That fucking smelled awful.
It's not great.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't rate it top 10.
Nope.
Should we do a top 10 Yankee Candle list next time?
We should.
I have
An entire 2-hour episode ranking Yankee candles.
What season Yankee Candle?
Spring.
Yeah. Just like fresh cut grass and
Mhm. Linen.
brand new out of the box New Balances.
Linen. Their linen smell is great. Yeah. All
Garden
right.
hose water.
Do you have anything else over there?
Mosquito eggs.
Uh,
Divorce. Smell of divorce.
All right, so I sent this the other day to the group chat
Did we
as a
respond?
reel, and nobody responded to it.
Great.
So I'm gonna bring it back up here.
Excellent. Wonderful.
So this is a hypothetical situation.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Is it the
have
question I asked you on Monday?
about
Would you rather have a blank blank or a blank blank?
no,
Damn.
but I think you've asked that on here.
we should
before.
dig that back
Yeah.
up.
So you have second graders coming at you in waves of 10, with every fifth wave being a fifth grader boss. How many waves do you think you could fight off?
Like a horde of second graders
you
just
have
coming
10
and
you have
attacking
10 second graders
Mm-hmm.
in waves of 10 coming and attacking you. Each time you fight off 10 of them, another wave of 10 comes, and so on and so forth, until the fifth wave comes with 10 second graders plus one fifth grader as the boss. How many waves?
I would say 3.
That's it?
Dude, that's 30 people.
Yeah, but they're like second graders. They're like,
You know how tiring that would be?
Can you just run away?
no,
That would be exhausting.
Like, why do I want to fight them off?
this is a hypothetical situation.
Put them in the learning circle, and then they
All right,
can
so
just...
she's dead for first wave. She's gone. Gone. Just obliterated by.
I'm
10
not going to
second
hit a
graders.
bunch of second graders.
This is a life or death situation. You're not taking
Their
it seriously.
second graders are not going to kill me.
You ever
Didn't
seen
watch
Children
Game
of the Corn?
Thrones?
Okay, one at a time, boys. What did you say?
Go ahead.
Game of Thrones?
Nobody was second graders.
Well, but they were like toddlers
They were like
with
second
knives
grade
that
ish.
stabbed
Yeah.
Grandmaster Pycelle
Yeah.
to death with knives.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
see?
okay. What were you saying?
Children of the Corn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Nope.
It's just little kids with sickles.
All right,
and
fine.
Nice. I just think, dude, it's like not.
I'm tall. Maybe I'll make it 5 waves.
5 waves. So you're making it all the way to the fifth grader.
Uh-huh. And then you just can... The fifth grader.
That's still 50 people that you have to knock out.
Yeah,
And that
but
would
they're
just
like-
be
You can just
Oh,
pick
them-
up one
them-
and then throw that one into all the others like
that
bowling pins.
is a little bit tiring. You would be out of energy. 50 of them? And they're not like bowling pins. They're people that adapt, and kids are invincible.
They're about bowling pins. I mean, they're bowling pin.
I'm 5'7". How about we cool it? I think that
I just prefaced it with I'm tall.
I think it would be exhausting after a while.
Probably.
Haven't you ever like wrestled somebody?
Yeah.
It like you're just gassed after like a minute unless you're conditioned. I think that you would be your own worst enemy, not you personally, but you would just get out of energy and they would eventually just mob you. Do they have weapons?
I don't have that in here, so I'm going to say no weapons.
Can I drink
We're talking hand-to-hand combat.
if I drink a pint of vodka, I can get 4 waves in.
What about
Wow.
you?
Energy levels though. Energy
I
levels.
thought I could go a lot more than that.
How many waves?
I thought I could go easily like 15, 20 waves.
200. Dude, throw 200 shadow boxing punches and tell me if you're tired at all.
I'm sticking to my number.
You don't have to
Okay.
do it now, but I'll leave
Yeah,
and
but
you
you
can
also
tell me.
have stamina and endurance because you're like fucking jacked and you work out all the time.
Egos are in check. That was in the contract. But I think I think that
I think he has probably
forget-
more
don't
endurance
forget-
than both of
don't
us.
forget.
yeah, I'm asthmatic. Why do you have to bring that up?
Wow.
Are you done? Like,
We'll give
he's
you an
short, he's
unlimited supply of
Young.
oxygen.
oxygen and albuterol or whatever it is.
4 waves.
Still only 4 waves.
Dude, it's not
what
fighting
but like
is tiring. It's not just even if you like,
what do you think like the average weight of a second grader is?
50 pounds.
See, I think that's a little high.
I mean, it depends on the 5th grader, but I would probably say 50 pounds.
But if they all jump
40
on
to
you,
50
if you
pounds.
if you fucking punch at one and they like dodge and then they're all just like jump on you like dead weight. I mean,
What are they, like little Mike Tysons?
just dead weight though. I mean,
Spider monkeys.
haven't you watched
Like, wow.
Mike Tyson punch a heavy bag? He's sweating. He's tired.
Well, yeah, but I think you're selling yourself short.
Again with the short jokes. Are we done? Is this why you guys brought me here?
I thought
Did
you
you
would
guys bring me down here? Just
you
be
would
mean?
easily go 10 rounds.
You guys just come down here and be mean to me?
Yeah. I thought it was beaming to Lydia Day. Not
That
bad.
backfired. I must have read the wrong calendar.
Yeah.
Fucking leap year.
What was your question that you asked?
Oh no, we'll do that off air.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll save
assuming I don't know if your friends still listen to this, but I'm assuming they wouldn't be thrilled.
Yeah, we'll save that for after.
Come on, who cares?
That's what I say too, but new network and such.
We'll save that for after.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I still think you could go 10 rounds.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, yeah, the 5th grader might be a little tiring. But it's only one of them.
Like I said, to throw 200 punches consecutively. You're not gonna be like, well, I still feel great. Like it's tiring.
Yeah, but at some point, adrenaline's going to kick in.
Yeah, but that doesn't last forever.
It can if you want it.
No.
Life or death.
Fight or flight mode.
I think we need to take you to a playground.
Just a random playground.
Dude, I'll give these kids tenors, and be like, hey, go beat the shit out of him. But go as a group. We'll just see what happens. I'm not saying you can't.
You're going to need
I'm
more
not saying
than...
you can't. I'm just saying like conditioning would play a factor. It's not them. It's just like
We'll never know.
We'll never know. 'Cause
there
that's
has to
not
be somewhere in
appropriate.
Russia where they.
I think they're sending them all to war now.
This is true.
I could probably get a couple rounds in at least.
Hopefully. I don't know.
I would just run away. You're faster than a horde of second
You are
graders.
not going to out, like...
They play tag for a living.
Yeah.
But they have little legs.
No. In terms
Are
of
you done?
energy-wise, you're
Are
not
you
going to
done?
tire out a second grader.
What is your problem?
She wrote all this material before. I didn't find out until like right before she got here that she was going to do this.
Jesus Christ.
It's not my fault.
It. Yeah.
I feel like you could outrun a bunch of second graders. For sure.
I don't think so.
Yes. They're not that fast.
Do you think they're gonna get tired before you, or after you?
After.
Yeah, way after.
Yeah. So when you start to get tired, they're gonna just keep.
But I'm already going to be so far ahead, it's not going to matter.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Whatever you say, it's hypothetical anyway.
I just had another argument like this a few weeks ago about
With whom?
I think we talked
My
about that
friends.
last week.
Yeah. If
what?
if like a 180-pound man could beat up the women's bantamweight champion of the world, I mean,
I don't think so.
it actually went to the point of Ronda Rousey, that like a 200-pound dude could beat up Ronda Rousey.
Do I think that could happen?
Do you think that an untrained 200-pound man could beat up Ronda Rousey?
No.
No.
Okay, see, so I also said no, but it was me versus 4 people that said yes, because they're men and they weigh more. Like, it was all hypothetical as well. But I think that the longer legs is the equivalent of weighing more than Ronda Rousey. They're going to get you with endurance.
Got it.
And skill.
Okay.
I don't know.
I get where you're going with that.
I have
Alright,
no
maybe,
idea, though.
Maybe,
I have no
maybe.
idea, though.
That makes me think of Entourage,
Yeah.
the
me
movie.
too.
When he's like trying to get with Ronda Rousey. And she
When
won't
Turtle
do
is.
it, and then she's
Yeah.
like, what was it like? If you last, she's like, you think if you can last? Was he like, if I last 30 seconds in the ring?
No,
with
I
you,
think
will
it was
you
a
go on
minute. I think it was like a full minute.
No. He was like, if I last 30 seconds in the ring with you, will you go on a date with me? And Ronda Rousey's like, you last 60 seconds, and I'll fuck you.
Yeah.
She just beats the fuck out of him.
You gotta watch Entourage. We've been saying that for a while.
I started the first episode, then I took a nap, and I woke up in the 5th episode, and I was like, nah. And I never
Time
started
travel.
it over again.
you gotta start over it.
Time traveled.
That's funny. Well, have you heard that hypothetical question that is floating around where it's like, would you be more afraid of your daughter being in the woods with a man or a bear?
A bear?
What kind?
A bear?
What kind of bear?
A bear.
Who says a man?
Most people.
Not a chance.
Actually, the statistics,
A bear?
if you look at the statistics, it's more likely that the man is going to hurt and kill a woman than a bear.
Than a bear?
Mm-hmm.
No. Boy, I think my new calling in life is just arguing hypotheticals, because that's pissing me off. A fucking grizzly bear?
Is it? Well, all right.
Or
so
Ted from Costco?
That makes a big deal, though. What kind of bear is it?
Just says a bear. I think just bear. Bear.
Because like there are
versus
certain bears that
man.
aren't like super aggressive.
Yeah, like black
But, like,
bears are pussies.
Yeah, but like
But they'll
grizzly
still-
bears are like fucking apex predators that will kill anything
Grizzly,
that's in front of them.
Kodiak, polar
Okay,
bear,
If you were
koala bear.
if you were
Well,
alone
wouldn't
in
be a
the
polar bear,
woods,
though.
would you rather encounter a bear or a man? That's like the hypothetical question that's all over.
I think I would be more weirded out if I encountered a random man in the woods while I was
I
walking.
go hiking all the time. I'm never like, oh.
Just like popping out from behind trees.
Let's see.
I'd love to. Yeah, go on.
I'm
This
trying to
is-
find the
I was
statistics.
gonna say, is there
Pissing me off.
statistics behind this?
As a woman, I'd rather encounter a bear than a man, for sure. I can't find the
I don't think you
statistics.
would. I don't think you would.
What if it's like Smokey though? Smokey the bear. He's just like out there, like taking lighters away from people.
Smokey the Bear got Me Too'd, so I wouldn't want to bump into Smokey the Bear.
Oh,
He was
by other bears or by women?
He was doing some stuff to women.
No.
So I heard through the grapevine.
Yeah, as long as Yogi's all right.
Dude, I used to have a Yogi Bear campground by me. Now they have a new banner over it. It's called like Sunshine Estates or something. They got rid of my Yogi Bear, dude.
You should rip that. You should
Again?
rip that down.
Again, Yogi
So
Bear.
it's a black bear.
Aren't black bears like not aggressive?
They will still fuck you up.
Well,
if
yeah,
they
if you're like
choose.
in their like territory, but I think like in general they're like not most of the
Reddit
time not
has-
normally aggressive to people.
Reddit has so many.
I mean, there's plenty of videos from like people's like Ring cameras where they have to like go outside and like try to fight off a black bear because it's trying to kill their dog or something. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. A lot of people die in New Jersey from black bears.
In New Jersey?
That has like the most black bears in the country. New Jersey.
Speaking of New Jersey,
Wrestling.
we're gonna make a trip.
Wrestling.
50,000 black bears are legally hunted a year, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to find the statistics.
Of what? poll responses?
No, it was like it. It was like I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not prepared with it, so I don't know.
The problem.
Wow.
Sorry.
With
Jeez.
authority.
Sorry. No, not at all. I just was not looking.
I'd rather encounter a bear right now than you, because it's probably way less angry than you are. See, I'm turning the tables back to being mean to Lydia.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay. No, I would say that people grew up watching Disney movies, so they're not afraid of bears to begin with.
Uh-huh.
And then all women go home at night and watch true crime, and they just are convinced that that's the real world.
I don't ever watch true crime.
So, I don't know, maybe 7% of men will kill you. That seems like that's still way too high. There's 7% of men are just murderers. I'd say 1% of men,
Maybe.
0.5. 100% of bears will fucking kill you.
I don't
Then
know.
there's just there's not really much you can do to a black bear if it's hungry.
No.
And even if you like scare it, they don't always just like pussy out. They're like dogs. They're like
Mhm.
any animal.
Yeah, I
They'll
don't
be
know.
like, you know what? You're getting fucked up. So
Ask Leonardo DiCaprio.
how
It was
wild is it that people are just afraid of men?
Uh-huh.
Where does that come from?
Where does that come from, Ben?
True crime.
I think just society as a whole.
I don't know. I'm asking honestly. I have no idea.
I think society. Men are fucking creepy. Have
I
you
think-
ever
I
been
think
to
our-
a packed bar? Yeah, men are fucking creepy.
So are some women. It's
I'm
a
not
numbers
saying that
game.
they're-
People
yeah.
are people, but I would take a person and roll the dice over a fucking bear. A bear? A bear. A fucking bear? No way. No. Jamie, where are you at on this? You don't have to agree with me, but
I still think I could take 10 words. Second graders.
He's just living over there on his second.
Yeah.
Just beating up second graders.
In my mind, I'm already through like wave 12.
Uh-huh.
There's Timmy and Tommy. Knocking them out one by one.
I don't know. I mean, it's different for me, I guess. I guess it's different for us in general. I mean, would I rather run into like a full-grown like man adult in the woods or a bear? I think I would take my chances with the guy.
Well, right, you're a guy.
And I get where they're coming from.
Right, that's the whole
But
point.
it's also like, we need to look at the bigger picture. Yes, there's a lot of bad men out there.
Right.
Of course. But I think it's being blown up to project that to the entire population instead of the actual number that it
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah, for sure.
Bears, 100% of them have no problem killing you,
Yes.
depending totally on their mood.
I don't disagree with you. It's a hypothetical
No, I'm not
question.
saying, I'm
it's
not trying
it's
to prove
just
you wrong, but
interesting.
like, I can just already read the comments in my head.
Mhm. It blew up on Reddit in the last 2 weeks.
It's a lot of blue hair in those comments.
Yeah.
What? Blue hair.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Best not to go into detail.
Okay. All right.
Any other hypothetical situations? or-
Nope. I don't get anything.
I got nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, me too.
All right. How we doing on time over there?
We're good.
All
Am
right.
I supposed to be
Little
looking
longer.
at these people?
No.
I won't.
Good. Make them feel lesser than.
Well, if they spend their time listening to this, they
Probably are. Yeah. Yeah.
Why'd you put the Cubs flag way over there?
I don't know.
because they lost 17-0 probably
Well,
against the
it's-
Red Sox.
It's white and it'll like reflect
Oh,
light really crazy. That's why
That
it's
makes
just in the
sense.
corner.
that makes sense. Are we hanging this up?
Yeah, I just don't have any nails or anything.
It's pretty sweet in here.
Can I get you a better city poster than that?
Sure, is it Detroit?
No.
I like that. It's old school.
I've had that like my whole life.
Yeah, don't hate on it. It's probably older than you.
It could very well be actually. That wasn't even like a young thing. I literally have had that as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I have a new idea. We'll talk about that one too.
All right.
All right. By the time this is out, full videos will be on YouTube. I'm actually already
Yay.
pretty much done with 2 of them. I just have to make thumbnails. So at 630 Network on YouTube is where you can watch
Perfect.
full video podcasts and probably eventually clips once I get around to it. It's a
Sweet.
little busy.
Instead of that nasty old Sears tower, how about just boom?
Oh.
I would
Oh.
totally be okay with a.
I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like it fits the vibe.
Do you want like a
Yes,
before and
yes.
after? A little side by side shot.
I feel like it fits
We
the vibe,
could.
but I like Chicago.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like that city.
If you find a way, I'll hang it up.
I'll go to Kinko's right now.
Or do those even?
Yes, they still
Benji.
exist.
you should get like
I didn't do it.
a bunch of different of them at different stages. So it's like those, like, you remember those like Animorph books?
Yeah.
Yeah. Has the time underneath each one.
Oh my sweet Jesus.
Shouldn't laugh at that. It's not funny. Social medias, we're on all the typical social medias,
sure.
Facebook, Instagram,
Yep.
whatever. I think I will put a poll on this. How many waves of second graders do you think you could fight off? It'll be down below on Spotify.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I got.
All right.
Ben is vigorously typing away.
I'm so close to what I need, and I know somebody has to have done it by now.
Vigorous jazz hands.
All right, we're done.
Later.